everyone, and welcome to another Doctor Who review. This is episode 2 of series 8, and it's called Into the Dalek. And the Doctor finds himself on an alien ship where there's a broken Dalek that has somehow turned good. He's so malfunctioning that he has turned into a good Dalek. And that's what they were advertising. What we got was an Inner Space ripoff, but kind of a good one as well at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here with Tom Carter.
Hey, guys.
And so just on the off-go, we'll start with how we did on the last review. What did you think of the episode overall? Like, is there anything you can just say now? We'll obviously get into this.
Yes, I thought this was a lot better than the first episode.
You thought this one was better than the first?
Yeah, I preferred this over the first episode.
Okay.
By a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked this episode.
See, I liked the episode. It's just it's not what we were advertised. That's the only thing that annoys me a little bit.
I know, but
at the same time, it was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, so. It was something different. They did something new, which I like.
And I wouldn't say that they'd made the Daleks scary again, but
No, I would say.
I don't think they're ever going to succeed in making the Daleks scary again, because they're just not anymore.
The only gripe I got with this, it's sort of, not 100%, but a little bit, it reminds me of, you know, the one they did back a while, when Christopher Eccleston's run, The Last Dalek?
Yeah, it reminded me of that a little bit.
I mean, that's what
I was hoping we was going to get, was another thing similar to that, but instead what we got was their inside, what's supposed to be the inside of a Dalek, but yeah, it looks strangely like a factory or a spaceship or something. It's very rusty. Again,
I didn't mind it so much. I really thought this was a really good episode, and I think the co-writer for this was the guy who was co-writing the Water on Mars episode.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yes.
But don't get me wrong. Like, I did like the episode. It's just I wish that it was just the advertising campaign. I mean, I knew what it was anyway, so every time I saw an advert that didn't really make any sort of reference to it, I was just kind of like, I mean, come on, that's just you literally showing what's going on without actually telling us that's supposed to be inside.
Well, but what they did show in the advertisements of it, the Daleks do turn up and everything like that, and there is a big, massive fight between the humans and Daleks, which is quite good.
Yeah. I mean, the inner space thing didn't bother me too much, because when he saw the miniaturization thing for surgery, he said, that's a great idea for a movie.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
So, like, it was obviously they were referencing the fact that this has been done.
Yeah. Oh, it's been done hundreds of times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been done in parody on Family Guy.
Yeah, and The Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly. There was one thing, though, that I did quite like about it. Well, actually, the thing I like about it, it was something I heard about in the behind the scenes. I mean, I don't know if you saw Doctor Who Extra.
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Well, it's basically Doctor Who Confidential, but it's only online in 10 minutes now.
Oh, okay.
But Stephen Moffat was saying about how when he came up for the storyline, like a couple of years ago, basically he was with the video game people, if you know the Doctor Who adventure games on PC. He was in a meeting with them, and they said, like, what would you do with the Dalek story? And he was just, like, coming up with ideas in the meeting and just said, like, oh, maybe they miniaturize them down and go inside a Dalek for a video game and fight antibodies and stuff. And, like, they got all really excited, and he was like, wait, you can't use that, I'm saving that for an episode.
Oh, okay.
And, because he just had an idea, he knew it was good, and was like, yeah, I don't want to let the adventure games kind of ruin this idea. Which I'm glad they did.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a very good, well-compact episode. There were some really funny moments with the Doctor and Clara I thought was quite funny, especially when he turns up with the coffee from Glasgow.
Yeah.
That was 3 months ago. Oh.
I really liked that. I mean, what did you think of, since we're talking about Clara, what did you think of Danny Pink?
Ooh, Danny Pink. Pink, I thought he was quite good. He's an interesting character. He seems like a very normal sort of person. I have seen some comments saying that, he reminds me of Noel Clarke's character, Mickey, but...
Yeah, a little bit. Like, Mickey didn't have the war record and wasn't having, he wasn't getting upset over things that happened at war and that, like he was a soldier, this one. Yeah, this one,
it's interesting. It's an interesting little concept with him, because he's like a big tough soldier sort of thing, but then he gets terrified when he's trying to ask Clara out on a date.
Yeah, like he can go and shoot soldiers in the desert and stuff, but he can't go out on a date with a girl.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of an interesting character, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more from this character.
Yeah. And I thought
I have a feeling we won't have to wait too long as well.
Yeah. Well, he's going to end up in that TARDIS with Clara at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both going to end up travelling the Doctor at some point.
Theoretically, I know a few things about later episodes, but I won't let on any spoilers.
Yeah, but yeah, this episode was also in the UK was the second highest rated programme of that even.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What was the highest rating? Something really embarrassing.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Let me guess. Britain's Got Talent.
I don't know. I think it might be an X Factor or something like that.
Yeah, X Factor was on last night. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, second highest. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. But it just felt like a very good classic sci-fi adventure to me. Like, it had a lot of good moments and everything like that. But I can see what you mean by he's very similar to Sylvester McCoy Doctor, very cunning.
Manipulative as well.
Yeah, especially with that one bit with the soldier that decided to attack inside the body by making that graphic book sort of thing.
Like, he throws in the pills, like, it's going to save your life, and he's like, okay, now what? He's like, now you die, sort of thing. But it turns out actually what he gave him was a tracking device, sort of, so that he could find the body in that.
Yeah. And he went down the gunge pit, I would like to say.
Yeah, but they found the gunge pit rather than the body. But at the same time, I mean, I liked that quite a bit, and I think the antibodies were kind of cool. I mean, I wish we had more from them. Yeah, maybe like different types of antibodies. Like, there's got to be different. There must have been other dangers within the Dalek other than just antibodies. Yeah. Sure.
Well, there was some like there was some, but it was very like go the point A to point B and stuff like that. I did like the bit when the Doctor's talking to the Dalek itself and everything like that.
Yeah, Rusty.
Rusty, and it's just like him talking to him and everything like that when he's saying that you've seen all this war and conflict and everything like that, but you do have a fact that you can understand what's going on as an individual, not as a entity.
Yeah.
Which was quite an interesting way to look at it. Again, it's interesting contrast with the Doctor's relationship with the Daleks, which is very interesting little concept. And I do like that Clara actually does stick up for herself and have a go at the Doctor over and say, you have to always be right, don't you?
Yeah. It's just a shame that we couldn't keep the good Dalek around.
Yeah,
how fun would that be to have a good Dalek on board the TARDIS at all times, coming out to help them in battle every now and then?
That'd be funny. Yeah. But yeah, it's an interesting little concept. It does go back to the whole thing that a Dalek's program can be broken and it can be turned good. Because this is not the first time they've done it. This is like the third time it's happened now.
Something like that. Yeah, it hasn't happened as often as you would imagine.
Yeah, it happened with the last of the Daleks scene with the Christopher Eccleston episode, and then it happened in the David Tennant final when it was the two David Tennants.
Yeah.
With the cult of that little...
Cult of Skaro, yeah. There was that one that turned insane and was trying to take down the Daleks. Or rather, he was just trying to take down Davros, I think.
He tried to take down all the Daleks. But yeah, it is proven that the Daleks do have more than one personality, which he kill, destroy sort of thing. With the Doctor sort of mentions very early on in the episodes that they're born and grown to hate.
Yeah. They're literally hate, like, they're designed to be nothing but hate. And, I mean, I really like that. I mean, some of the guest stars as well, I really enjoyed. Like, that soldier woman as well, that was like, take me with you, just like, I wish he wasn't a soldier. Yeah. Just leaves her behind.
Yeah.
I think that's something else, because the Doctor kind of was training his companions to be soldiers almost, even with Matt Smith's Doctor.
Yeah.
And now, because he's trying to correct some mistakes, he's trying to not have people who can like help him in a war. He's trying to minimize the casualties, I think.
Yeah, like he learned from his lesson. When the whole question comes up in this episode, am I a good man?
Obviously, building an army hasn't worked out well for him in the past.
No,
and is he a good man? Like, even if he was before, maybe he has to be a bad man to save more lives or something. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out later on.
I like when Clara managed to awake Rusty's memory, and then you see him seeing the creation of a star and everything, and the Doctor's merges his conversation with it, reminding him of the destruction of the Daleks' calls and everything like that. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really cool scene, and I really enjoyed the idea, just the concept that it was the birth of a star. That was what could turn the Dalek good. Like, just seeing how futile it is to try and destroy so many things, because just new life just keeps coming.
Oh yeah, no, I'm actually wrong. It's not 3 times. It's the fourth. This is the 4th time. The last time as well, it was again going back to the Coat of Skaro. Is the leader of them trying to turn the Dalek race into a hybrid of human Daleks?
Oh yeah, the human Dalek. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the 4th time. Again, it hasn't happened that much, but it's an interesting concept to play around with. Then visit now and again.
I know it's happened in novels as well, because I vaguely remember seeing a novel in the library once, like a while ago, and the back of it just said, like, it was like a dig in Egypt or something, and it's like a archaeological dig, and they found a Dalek that was still alive, and it turned good somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked the idea of that, and I wish I'd actually read the book, but I just don't have the patience to read a Doctor Who novel. Like, being on television is a huge part of why it's so good, and the audiobooks is probably as far as I'll go.
Also, we had a little appearance from Misty again.
Misty?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Missy. Oh, Missy, yeah.
Missy.
Sorry, when you said Misty, I was thinking... she stole my bike! Yeah. I like seeing her again. I hope she doesn't pop up in every episode.
I think I've got a very bad feeling she's going to turn up in every single episode.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't. But, yeah, it's an interesting thing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out, but I still have no idea who she is.
Yeah. They're not revealing her that much, which I think is a good thing.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, I can definitely see the comparison with this and the Last of the Daleks this episode overall.
What would you like? Is there anything else you think we've not mentioned yet? I mean,
I think the soldier characters, except for Blue, was very forgetful.
Yeah, there's pretty much no storyline. I mean, the ironic thing about that is there was that one woman soldier that was like, "This is my name," I forget the name, and she says, "Do something amazing so people will remember me," or something like that, or name it after me.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember her name. Which is a bit ironic. You have a character say something like that and be completely forgettable at the same time.
Yeah, the soldier characters were very forgetful, and then the whole premise of the plot when the Doctor saves this rebel spaceship with this one soldier on it, takes it back to their hidden base on an asteroid sort of thing, and
that was very Star Wars. That's like the Millennium Falcon on the Meteor.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, I think the soldier characters were very forgetful. That's my only gripe, and then I think it was a tiny bit. It's why it's a new thing they've done with the Dalek. The whole concept that there's a good Dalek has been done before, and I think the first time they did it when they brought back Doctor Who was done the best.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. The whole episode has got me so confused at the moment. I keep sort of second guessing my opinion on it.
I think it's a very solid episode, to be honest. I think it was very well written. I think they brought up some really good moments.
I think it was very well written, but I'm still not sure if I like it more than the last one. I really, really enjoyed Deep Breath.
Yeah.
Just mostly because, obviously, the Clockwork Droids are one of my favourite monsters that have been in it since, like, the reboot.
Yeah.
And I was just so happy to see them again. It's kind of clouding my judgment, I think.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I have heard that a lot of people have been saying that, because there have been some negative reviews on this, and some people saying that they feel that the BBC have lack of confidence in the public appearance of Capaldi as the Doctor, with them saying that, within like the first week you brought him back, you had the Matt Smith cameo, and then they play it safe again in the second episode. You had the Daleks there. Do you think that was the case? Because I don't think that's the case at all until I saw that comment.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. It's an interesting point, but at the same time, of course, the Daleks are going to be back. Like, I mean, Matt Smith, when he first started, the Daleks were in the, it was the third episode on that series. Like, it's only the second on this one.
Yeah. I think when you introduce a new Doctor, you need to introduce the Daleks with him earlier on.
They have a right to be slightly nervous as well. And plus, it's not like it was just there for the sake of it. Like, it had a decent story. They weren't just like, we need the Daleks in this episode. What should we do? I don't know, let's make them go inside. But it's obviously they gave it more thought than that.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's something new done with the Daleks, and I like that. But yeah, overall, I think it's a very good episode.
Yeah. I do too. I can't. The thing is, I don't like it as much as the last one, but I can't pinpoint why. I haven't got any specific complaint about it, because everything that was done, even like the inner space thing not being advertised, I still really enjoyed what they did with it. Yeah.
So what were we going to give this as a rating then?
I'm trying to remember what I gave Deep Breath, but I think I'm going to give this a 7.5.
Okay, I'm probably going to give this 8.5.
Okay.
So yeah, that's been our review Into the Dalek. And hopefully the next episode should be as good. What was the next episode, by the way?
The next episode, I believe, is the one called... it's the Robin Hood one.
Oh, yes, Robot of Sherlock Wood. That looks kind of...
Yeah, Robots of Sherwood, yeah. It's... it looks like it's going to be a very sort of Russell T Davies era episode. Looks like it's quite a humorous one, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't wait for next week.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
And yeah, tune in next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, Joel here reminding you that this video was made possible thanks to our many great patrons. If you want to become a patron and get exclusive Comic Book Cast content, then click the Patreon link below and see how you can help us bring you the content you've come to love. Every little bit helps, and thanks for listening.